out of the oven, onto the table, into my belly. What's up guys, it's Kat and Dev from Two Market Girls. Welcome back to another vegan recipe. We're making another special recipe with our friends at All-Clad today.
Yes, we were given the task of making a sheet pan dinner. And I feel like there's some, classy ways to do this, but that's just not us.
We have our own definition of classy.
Yeah. When I think of sheet pan dinner, I think of something that's easy to make, something that's quick, and something that doesn't need to be taken off the sheet pan to be eaten.
Not a lot of dishes.
Exactly.
That means, right?
Do you see where we're going with this? Guys, we made nachos.
Out of the oven, onto the table, into my belly.
We made basically the ultimate vegan nachos. They're so good. Should we just show you how to make them?
I think we should just go make them so that we can eat them.
To make your mushroom ground round, we are going to start by adding a little bit of butter to a pan on medium to high heat, along with some diced mushrooms, some diced white onion, and some garlic, and just kind of stir that all together until the mushrooms are nice and tender. Then we are going to add in a combination of spices that include some smoked paprika, cumin, and hot chili powder. For an extra little kick, you can add in some cayenne if you would like. Toss that until it is all coated. Then we're going to add in 1/2 of a lime's worth of juice and stir that all in and let it cook for a couple of minutes so that the lime kind of gets absorbed into the flavor. And just before you finish, once you turn off the heat, squeeze another 1/2 of a lime's worth of juice into the mixture, stir it, and set it aside. Now we are going to make our nacho cheese sauce. To do this, you want to combine some vegan cream cheese with some vegan cheddar cheese shreds, along with a little bit of non-dairy milk and some pickled jalapeno brine. We're going to set that in a small pan on medium to low heat. We want to do this kind of low and slow so we don't burn anything. And just with a spoon, stir it until you get a nice smooth consistency. If you're finding it a little too thick, you can add a little extra dash of milk or pickled jalapeno brine. Once that's done, you just set that aside. Then we are going to actually make our nachos. So we're going to layer some tortilla chips, sprinkle on some of that mushroom crumble. Then we're going to drizzle on some cheese sauce, some salsa, some chopped pickled jalapenos, and then repeat that for a second layer. You can even do a third layer if you want. And then we're going to bake that in an oven preheated to 375 for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until you see your chips start to crisp up. While the nachos are baking, we're going to make a cilantro lime kind of cream or sour cream. To do that, we need to combine some firm tofu along with a little bit of non-dairy milk, apple cider vinegar, fresh cilantro, and lime juice to a high-speed blender or food processor and mix that until smooth. To get it a little thinner so that it's easier to drizzle over top, you can just add a quick splash of water. And then also, to add some extra flavor, we added a little bit of garlic powder. Once your nachos are out of the oven, you're going to drizzle a bunch of that lime cilantro cream and then sprinkle on some freshly chopped cilantro and green onions and top with some lime wedges. And you are ready to serve.
And we're back. Do you see why these nachos deserved a pan like this too?
Oh my god, yes. I think a nice shiny new pan.
We did the nachos and we did the pan justice here.
And guys, this is another thing. So remember in last video when I was like, how can tools be so revolutionary? They're just barbecue tools. Guys, the handles on this pan are so easy to grab.
And if you're gonna carry it and just put it onto the table.
When your dish is this hefty, you need some good handles.
Yeah.
So you don't risk burning yourself. Because we discussed this, I burn myself a lot.
She does.
No, yeah, I really like this pan. I also like that it's light in color so that it doesn't... So I think people, when they use dark pans, underestimate how much that can affect
Oh, yeah.
something baking, and their stuff can burn pretty easily. So the lightness of this is actually very, very helpful.
The day you learn that about cooking is the day you feel like, oh, I am now on a journey to knowing what I'm doing. Maybe.
Exactly.
That moral of the story, pans matter.
Yes.
Okay, enough pan talk. Can we have nachos now?
Yes, we can.
Yay! We has nachos.
Guys, they're so good. It's like fancy nachos. Like slightly fancier than just bar nachos.
Yeah.
But not too fancy where you feel out of place.
Because we're not like that. I got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're also like kind of messy.
Mm-hmm. If your nachos aren't messy, you're not doing it right.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
So good.
Like, this makes me so happy.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, this isn't as quick as we could have made nachos. Like, you can use some vegan ground beef or something like that in place of the mushrooms. If you're, like, really in a pinch, easy. Do that. You can buy vegan sour cream if you want. But, like...
You could do shreds instead of the cheese sauce or buy a cheese sauce.
Exactly. So, like, there's some shortcuts you can make to make this a little quicker. But even with all this stuff, it actually wasn't too bad. It's so good. And, guys, the sour cream on top is, like, the perfect addition.
Yeah. Because the cheese sauce is not too heavy, but it's a lot.
It's still a cheese sauce, you
Yeah.
know?
And then when you get that, like, fresh kick from the sour cream, it just feels...
Right.
Yeah, you know? Feels like this is everything I need in my life. That's what nachos are.
Thank you so much to all-clad for giving us a sheet pan so that we could create these beautiful, beautiful nachos.
This beautiful canvas where we made nacho art.
Let's talk nachos.
Okay.
I don't know if we've made pizza nachos before and that's it, right? Let's talk about go-to nacho toppings.
Ooh, yeah, like I want to hear different ones.
Yeah, not like the norm. Like ground beef is a norm. Cheese is obviously a norm. Salsa. I think jalapenos are getting pretty norm.
Yeah.
Like what's something different that you wouldn't think? You know what? My boyfriend adds, which is super weird, and I still don't know how I feel about it. Flaxseed. Like whole flax seeds.
Wait, what? Like for fun?
Yeah, he likes the extra crunch they add. So he literally, his nachos is like nothing like this. It's cheese and flaxseed and that's it.
What the...
Yeah. And like sometimes he doesn't even dip in salsa sometimes. He literally just eats cheese and flax seeds. What a weirdo, right? I mean,
Red flag.
I'm still like not fully on board with the flax seeds, but like, I don't know.
That is such a weird flax. How do you feel about like a pulled jackfruit versus like a ground beef versus like chicken?
I've never had pulled
versus,
jackfruit or something on here. I've only ever had like a ground beef style thing, but I'm not opposed to it.
Right?
I think it would be delicious.
I'm pretty sure at some point I'm gonna make buffalo chicken.
I was just thinking
nachos.
that. With a ranch on top instead of the lime cilantro.
Hello, it's like every recipe that I make.
Ooh, that would be so good. With cheese sauce, ranch chicken, maybe some red onion.
Yes.
Ooh, that would be so good.
I could also do it with like pulled jackfruit like I did for the loaded fries.
Mm-hmm.
Just put that on nachos.
Should we do a nacho challenge?
I was afraid when we started talking like this that it was gonna go that way.
But like, you have your idea.
Yeah, but I guess. Once again, thank you to all-clad for partnering with us for this video. We'll leave a link in the description box below to where you can find this baking sheet and some of the other stuff that we've worked with in our other videos. We'll link the other video we did with them in the corner.
Yeah, guys, it was a really good video with them.
Heck yeah. It was the pizza! Sausage pesto pizza.
Yeah, it was, so far, like, all-clad is getting some of our best work.
It's bringing out the side of us that we like the most. Like, it's making us
it's actually,
ourselves.
honestly, I think it's so much fun. Instead of getting, like, an ingredient to be like, make something with this, it's kind of fun to be like, here's a pan, make something with it. You're like, wait, what?
Yes.
What? So yeah, stay tuned to our next one because I'm super, super excited about it.
As usual, the recipe will be linked in the description box below, as well as a link to our merch.
Oh, you're wearing it.
Yeah.
We hardly ever wear our own merch.
What?
Except that like all the merch I own of ours is sweaters so I can't
yeah.
wear them anymore.
This one says camera eats first because, you know, as a foodie, you take a picture of your food before you eat it.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
Hello.
It's so good. It's super cute. Works for everybody.
Thank you.
If you have an Instagram, you should have one of these.
Yes, it's required. Also in the description box is a link to our podcast. If you like this weird banter that we do sometimes, that's what our podcast is about.
Yes.
We talk about veganism, we talk about how we make our videos and recipes for our blog.
Kombucha sometimes explodes all over it.
We've had some explosions, some explosive episodes, one might say.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about news topics, all that fun stuff. So check it out. Let us know if you're listening and if you have suggestions for future episodes.
Are you listening?
Please, is anyone listening? Just kidding, we know you are.
We get you, yeah. Yeah, we know you.
We see you. And that's going to be it. Give it a thumbs up.
Oh, guys, we also have a Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
We forget
do we
everything
say
that
about
we
it?
have. We have a Patreon. I don't know if we've introduced it yet or not, but it's just a way for us to be able to really, really focus on creating awesome things for Two Market Girls and a new kind of avenue for you to get some Two Market Girls in your life, you know?
You get more involved. We give you a little bit more content, and it helps us do what we do because we...
And a lot more time to do what we do.
Exactly.
So yeah, we'd really appreciate any support that you can give. It would be amazing.
Yeah.
That'll be linked below.
And that's going to be it for this video.
Bye!
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye! Oh, I need to stop eating. They need to be
stop.
moved. So aggressive. Too close. They're just so there.
I'm so full.
They're so good.
So good.
Can we get the cream?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotta freshly top it, you know?
Yeah. Sauce it up.
Hello!
What happened?
Hello!
Hello, my friends.
Okay.